Okay, welcome back to you guys. Nice to see you guys back. So this afternoon we're going to do walking meditation. It'll only take me about 10 minutes to teach it to you, and then we'll kind of do it around the classroom. And then at a certain point we'll switch over to the manual camera. For those of you guys online that are joining, you'll be able to learn walking meditation with us as well. But first, let me just teach it to you guys so that you can understand it. Walking meditation is breathing mindfulness meditation. It's the same goals. I don't know if Siddharth showed you this part. I think he did. If he showed you the same slides that I taught, that I teach breathing mindfulness meditation with. But when I teach breathing mindfulness meditation, I teach you that the goal of the meditation is to eliminate craving, desire, attachment, and then to cultivate mindfulness or awareness of mind and concentration, singleness of mind. Did you guys learn this yesterday? Did Siddharth teach you that part? You think he did, or no, he didn't? Okay, so whenever you're meditating, it's important to understand what the goals of the meditation are. If you don't understand the goals, you don't know the why, and you don't understand how it fits into the 10 fetters. So breathing mindfulness meditation, the goal is to eliminate the unwholesome quality of craving, desire, attachment, and to arise mindfulness, which is awareness of mind, and to arise the wholesome quality of concentration. This is what you're doing, arising mindfulness and concentration and eliminating craving, desire, attachment. That's the goal in breathing mindfulness meditation, which is what we did this morning. But then the walking meditation, the goals are exactly the same. You're training your mind to eliminate craving, desire, attachment, and cultivate mindfulness or awareness of mind and cultivate concentration. You're just doing it in a different way. You're doing it through walking. There's this very intentional walk that I'm going to show you guys. So you can do this walking meditation as a standalone meditation, just all by itself. You might decide, like we're going to do today, just a walking meditation, and that's it. Or you might do it prior to meditation. Like say you're getting ready to meditate, like sit down and meditate, and you're like, man, my mind is just way overactive. It's too overactive. Then you might decide to do walking meditation instead. Or maybe you're a little bit sleepy. Maybe you're detoxing from coffee and caffeine, and you're like, wow, I'd like to meditate, but I'll fall asleep if I try to sit down and meditate. You might use walking meditation instead. That'll keep your mind invigorated and more uplifted. So you could do it prior to any other meditation sessions as well. So like if you were planning to sit, you could actually do walking first and then do sitting if you like. That's one of the ways you can do it, like maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes of walking. That kind of gets the energy out where your mind's not so overactive, and then you can sit down. So you could do it as a standalone, you could do it prior, or at any other time. You could be meditating 5 or 10 minutes into your meditation and you're sitting and you're like, man, my mind is just too overactive. Let me go do some walking meditation. And you get up and do walking. You can do it any of these ways. What you would like to do is, instead of focusing on the breath, is focus through the eyes about 1 meter in front of you, about 3 feet in front of you. So your fixed object isn't the breath anymore. Right? Because when you're doing seated, lying, or standing meditation, you're focused on the breath. And when your mind moves off the breath, you're cutting that off and bringing the mind back to the breath. But this time, what you're going to be doing is looking through your eyes about 1 meter in front of you. And then anytime your mind wanders off of that, you cut that off and bring it back to the eyes, which you're staring through the eyes. So that's what you would like to do. You're not looking really far in front of you. You're not looking behind you. You're not looking to the sides. It's just 1 meter or 3 feet in front of you. Your hands and your arms, you can either have them in front of you, lightly clasped. You can have them on the sides. You can put them behind you, just lightly clasped. Not interested in being real tight, right? So the hands and arms, either on the front, side, or behind you. What you're going to see me do is I'm going to put my foot flat, and then I'm going to transfer the weight. I'm going to put my foot flat, and then I'm going to transfer the weight. There's 2 intentional movements: flat, transfer, flat, transfer, flat, transfer. It's almost like a clock. If you remember the old clocks that were like tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. If you sat there and you watched the clock, you're going to go into like a little trance, and you're going to be somewhat peaceful, right? Because your mind just focused on that single thing. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, tock. It's the same thing. Flat, transfer, flat, transfer, flat, transfer. And you might need that when you first get started, but eventually you would like to get rid of that. So I'm going to start with doing flat transfer so you guys can hear me doing it, but then I'm just going to stop. And it's just happening internally that because the body is going through this flat transfer, the mind just naturally clues into that. But as you first get started, maybe the first couple of minutes of your meditation, you might need that. But then eventually, as you do it 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 times, you won't need to do that anymore. You'll just be able to go right into your meditation and do this flat transfer without the mind having to say that or hear that in the mind. You can just do it quietly within your own mind. Okay? All right, so any questions on this? No? No questions? Okay, so I'm going to switch over to a different camera here for you guys that are online. Just take me a few moments to switch it over. You should have it on now, Leo. Okay, yeah, there you go. Your fingers in front of it though. Okay. Mike, there we go. Okay, so now all you folks online should be able to hear this. Okay, so normally my hands would be down, like here or here. Because I'm using the mic, I'm going to need to hold up the mic to my mouth. So normally with my hands either in front or side or behind, I'm going to look 1 meter or 3 feet in front of me, fixating the mind through the eyes. And now I'm going to put my foot out flat. Haven't transferred anything. My foot's completely flat, right? Just sitting there hovering. And then now I'm going to go transfer. Flat, 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 transfer. But eventually, when you do this enough, you'd like to get rid of that flat transfer because that's just occupying your mind. It's just giving your mind something to hold on to. You would like to train the mind that it doesn't need that. That whenever the mind is looking at, you're just going to fixate on that. And then when the mind moves off of that, you bring the mind back to what your eyes are focused on. So I'm going to put the mic down and just do it through without doing flat transfer. So it's very intentional walking, right? It's not just haphazardly walking. It's not going for a walk in the park or going to a walk at the store. It's very intentional walking, just focusing through the eyes. You guys have questions on this? Any questions? Okay, let me check online here. All right. Let's see, do we have any questions online? Okay, I'm not seeing any questions online. So what I'm going to do is invite you guys to come to the larger part of the classroom here, and we'll make kind of like a big oval, and I'll get you guys started in the walking, and then just kind of let you guys do some walking for about 20 minutes or so. So if you'd like to come over and do some meditation, yeah, you might be interested to put your cushions away, or at least put them towards the middle of the classroom so you guys can walk on the outer edge. So if we line up going this way with all of us kind of like in a line, we could just kind of space ourselves out so that we're spaced out kind of somewhat equally to give us a chance to walk. We're going to be walking this way and around. So if you face this way, okay, yeah, whatever you guys would like to do, just kind of space out coming around, okay? So I'll get you guys started. So just looking straight ahead, and your hands and arms either in front, behind, or on the sides. Look down about 1 meter in front of you, or 3 feet, and put your foot out flat in front of you. You haven't transferred the weight yet. It's just flat in front of you. You just got the foot out and flat in front of you. And now, with your foot flat in front of you and your eyes looking 1 meter in front, transfer. And now flat, transfer, 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 flat, transfer. Okay, so I'm going to stop using that flat transfer. But if you would like to use it, if you still need it, feel free to keep using it in your mind. But within about 3 to 5 minutes or so, you'd like to just kind of let that go and just focus through the eyes, down at the feet, or down towards the ground about 1 meter, 3 feet in front of you. And just let that natural sinking of flat transfer come in, almost like tick, tock, tick, tock. And as you need help, I'll just kind of observe and see if you guys need any help. And for those of you guys online, if you would like to do this at home, you're welcome to do this at home. Okay, so I'm going to turn off the mic and turn off the camera. And then for those of you guys online, just continue to do this, and we'll see you another time.